football added, in my opinion, a very important transfer. Gabe Jeudy-Lally. I'm going to share his Instagram page there by right here so you can see what he posted on Instagram. Coming from BYU, actually used to play at Vanderbilt, transferred to BYU, and now he's coming to Tennessee. It has 2 years of eligibility, if I understand that correctly.
Yes.
And so this is when he announced his commitment to Tennessee. Man, I love that Vols script. It looks so good. It just looks good. So super excited to have him. I think, do you happen to have that statistic you had about him with his ranking?
Yeah.
So I think, all right, so I want Rustin to say this statistic because I think this is everything that we need to know about him. Before Rustin says this, I'm going to preface it by saying I understand that BYU, their strength of schedule is not the same as Tennessee's. I get that. But I want you to hear this statistic from Rustin.
So there's a national analyst who grades every position, and they have all these different analytics around how they grade positions. And this past year, there were 917 corners in America who met the criteria for this ranking. There's a lot more than that, but the rest didn't play enough snaps to meet the criteria.
So for the whole country, you're saying 917 cornerbacks in the country
who met the criteria as far as amount of downs played.
There you go. Okay.
So there's a lot more than that, but there were 917 that met the criteria. So essentially you could say it's probably the best 917.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt.
So out of that 917, Gabe Jeudy-Lally was ranked number 93. To put that in perspective to the existing Tennessee roster, Danico Slaughter was the highest ranked Vol at 315. So he's 222 spots higher than the highest ranked Vol.
And if we do a little math, there's 917 cornerbacks who qualified for this stat. 10% of that would be 91.7, so essentially 92. He's number 93. So essentially he's in the top 10%, of defensive efficiency of cornerbacks in the country. Anytime you can add a specifically, I mean, we could debate this all day. If you brought in, 5 different people, you'd probably get 5 different answers. But, well, maybe not. But, cornerback is arguably the most difficult position on defense to play. And if you have lockdown corners, then that frees up your linebackers to blitz more, that kind of thing. It's a huge, huge deal to have corners who can cover one-on-one. And they got that in this guy. Like this is a big deal.
The hardest coverage for a quarterback is when you're able to split the field, play zone to one side and man to the other. But you've got to have fantastic players to pull that off. And if you've got a guy who can be that, it just makes the ability to call defense so much easier for the coordinator because they can do more creative things to confuse the quarterback.
Absolutely. So this was a huge pickup this week, and that happened the day after our last live stream.